Hey, we made it to episode 15, Will.
Oof.
That's right. That's right. So we've got a couple things lined up tonight. Typically, we start with our spilling the beans, jump into some trivia, do a little conversation, little Beaningful Conversation. We'll do a bean taste test, and we'll wrap it up with our bean of the week. So, how are you, Will?
Well, I've been better. I am wrapped in a blanket. If those who can actually see me, if you can't, you can probably tell by my voice. It's a little raspy.
Yeah.
So I'm sick again. Yay! But we're doing this thing. I'm going to lean on Kevin a little bit more tonight, and we'll see how things go. Also, while I'm talking, we have once again technical difficulties with sharing a screen with audio. I don't know what it is with StreamYard right now, but it's not letting me share audio. I've tried all the things. I've tried restarting the browser, restarting my machine. Then I also cleared all my cache.
Right.
And then signed in to everything a minute before we went live.
The whole turn it off, turn it on again.
Yeah,
IT
hopefully it was going to work, but still, it's giving me this stupid error about it gives me browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen to see if this continues.
I gotcha.
I tried a different screen, and that doesn't help.
Yeah, no worries. We'll tackle it. We'll get creative on our side of it. So,
how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm better than not as sick, I guess. That's always good. I know weather's changing here. Allergies are popping back up. The kiddos are getting sick. It's just that time of year. So,
yep.
But yeah, I just keep my head down and keep moving forward. Hopefully, I don't get it. So,
but make sure you up on those vitamins.
That's right. You remember the Flintstones vitamins? Did you ever take those? I remember those.
I don't take Flintstones, but I do take gummies though.
Yeah.
I love gummies.
Nice. Cool.
I'm a kid at heart,
I understand. Well, you actually found this article this week for spilling the beans.
Yeah.
How does
I was just gonna say that I found this article, but I barely read it all because I've been just slammed, so busy lately. But from what I've read, it seems like a pretty neat article. I'll grab it for everyone and share it.
Yeah. So we actually have two authors on this. It's Jianbo Yi and Arnie Sen that wrote this, and it showed up today on the Amazon.science blog. It was called "How Does Astro Localize Itself in an Ever-Changing Home?" And so the first thing we need to talk about on this is Astro itself.
Right.
If you're not familiar, Astro is, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a little robot that kind of goes everywhere and does a little bit of everything. It's got a screen on it.
Yep.
And it can show facial features, I guess, or there's two eyes to it.
Yeah. I think it can blink and stuff like that. I'm grabbing the Amazon link as we speak.
Perfect. So the article is of course, it's from Amazon.science, so it's very technical, gets into some details here, lots to unpack in it. But the point of the article is to explain how does a robot kind of navigate a house. And so there's, I guess, historically two ways that one way that they've done it is it kind of maps out and understands where things are, keeps that in its memory, and knows that 14 feet ahead, there's something and I need to take a right turn, and then the left turn, that's how I get around the coffee table, right?
Right.
But now that we have cameras, and these cameras can sense, like IR cameras, they sense depth a little bit, those types of things, different sensors, whatnot. But
they also can, not to step on you, but the cameras can detect things like doorways and people and that kind of stuff.
Right.
So,
right. So
which is amazing.
That's what I was going to say. It's like taking that next step forward. So you're getting this AI and different algorithms that recognize different things in the house as a potential block or a potential hazard or something to navigate around. And it does. It understands this is a doorway. This is a chair. This is a kid running around. So it's actually neat. But they call it the Astro Intelligent Motion System, and it uses multiple visual localization mapping, which they call VSLAM, and it's got different processing that it does. But there's the visual component, and then there's a loop closure detector, and those two work together to kind of form this virtual map in the memory of Astro. And so they have a little video that was on the site as well, or the article. They have this video, and it's got green lines that run vertically and then red lines that run horizontally. And utilizing this simple grid system by these two different sensors, it kind of creates an overlay or this kind of map that it uses in order to navigate. And it's extremely accurate from what the data says. But it creates that map, first of all, but it also then looks for changes in the environment. So if you get up and, well, let's say I'm at the kitchen table or dining room table, it knows based off its original settings or map savings that where my chair was. But let's use a real world example. My son, it knows where his chair was, but because he didn't push his chair in, it has to remap that and kind of learn it. And that's what it can do.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty neat. And the sensors that it has, it can see in total darkness. So I'm not sure exactly. I'm assuming that's IR, some type of IR infrared. But the article definitely goes into a lot of detail about all of the deep learning algorithms it trained with millions of images in order to understand what a chair is or what a doorway is. So it's kind of that, I don't know if you've seen some of the phones and things used to, or still can do it. They could like, you could take a picture of something and it would analyze it and tell you what it is or more about it. Type of thing. This is almost like what it's doing. So pretty neat. But stairs was another thing that they mentioned in the article. And then they kind of gave a diagram of the SLAM system that I mentioned. There were IMU messages. This is where it gets into the weeds for me. Wheel encoders, stereo images. So I understand the stereo image. That makes more sense. But then it hits a low latency estimator, high latency estimator, makes the decision on how to move based off of those two inputs. The velocity that it moves at as well is also controlled by this. If it's, I think it says 6 degrees of freedom information multiple times per second. So whatever that meant, but that determines how fast it's going to move as well. Like it's not going to barrel straight ahead if it can't confidently say that there's nothing there. So that's a good little safety feature for that. Steps and stairs and things.
Right.
Definitely comes in handy. So what was interesting is all of this happens on device without any cloud processing. That's what caught my attention. So it's constantly updated representation of that customer's house. Just that's insane. That's so cool to me. It's constantly keeping it, updating it as it needs to. And that's what's kind of neat to me is that it's adapting. It's not evolving like Skynet or something like that.
Yeah,
but,
no.
You know,
adapting.
Yeah, but
surroundings.
It does. And so this is just this kind of technology in this type of device, I feel is like a first step almost. Maybe not the first step, of course, but it's a stepping stone of where things are going.
Yeah.
It's kind of a...
Well, if you think about, we've talked about them before, the vacuums, the smart vacuums. Those are just map based, and they have sensors on them and whatnot, but they still base everything off of a map from the first time they went around the house.
Right.
So, and that doesn't change unless you change it manually by putting up walls or whatever, like in the software. But so that does not evolve. What do we use?
Adapt. Yeah.
Adapt. Yeah. That does not adapt. So this is definitely a big step from what we've had in those to what we see in Astro now.
Right. Are you familiar with Deep Racer?
A little bit.
Okay, so that's kind of a programming. For those who aren't aware, Deep Racer is an AWS. It's kind of like a competition thing for racing, these little virtual cars, but you program all the sensors and avoid collisions with boxes and speeds and turns and all that stuff. And this is kind of tying into some of that as well. So it's nice. Neat to see it all start to come together and how it all connects. So pretty cool. Nice article. I guess I'm gonna have to get myself an Astro now. So I've seen them before when everyone was first talking about them, and then I haven't heard too much since. But even if you would combine like visual identification, like so that it would know that it's me, you could have some potential use cases there, so be like, Astro, where's my son, and it'll like go and find him or something. But it'd be neat. Play hide and seek or whatever. But yeah, really good article. Goes into a lot of technical knowledge, but it's definitely worth a read, especially if you're interested in some of this new technology that's coming our way.
Sure.
But yeah, so I spent my past week, I was super busy too, but I read The Hobbit while listening to The Lord of the Rings on Audible at the same time, and that was just with my right eye, and then my left eye was watching the movies. So I have studied this week's trivia skill. I'm ready for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my camera onto my show device here. Unfortunately it's the 5, but we'll fire it up and see what happens.
Cool.
We should have some good audio. I'll turn this up as well. Bear with me 1 second.
And I'll share that with the audience.
Let's move this thing.
That's upside down.
Yes. Let me. Move this around, move that around. Okay. So
still upside down.
Still upside down. Let's fix this. Like so.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Ignore how dirty it is. I touch it a lot. Okay. So American Idol. Oh no. Okay. Focus, Kevin. So are you ready, Will?
I'm ready.
All right. Alexa, play the Lord of the Rings trivia game.
Welcome to the Lord of the Rings trivia game. One trivia game to rule them all. I will ask you 5 questions. Try to get as many right as you can. Just say the number of the answer. Let's begin. Question 1. What was the spawn of Ungoliant? 1. Shelob the giant spider. 2. Trolls. 3. Orcs. 4. Goblins.
Goblins?
Goblins. Yeah, I'll say it the way Alexa said it. Goblins.
The correct answer is 1. Shelob the giant spider.
Yeah.
Your score is 0. Question 2. Frodo got stabbed on Weathertop. What type of blade was it? 1. Morgul. 2. Elven. 3. Gondorian. 4. Dwarvish.
1.
1?
Yep.
Yeah.
That answer is correct. Your score is 1. Question 3. Who wrote the book, There and Back Again? 1. Frodo. 2. Samwise. 3. Bilbo Baggins. 4. J.R.R. Tolkien.
Ooh.
Bilbo?
Yep. 3.
That answer is correct. Your score is 2. Question 4. Where is Frodo from? 1. Hobbiton. 2. Bree. 3. Buckleberry. 4. Hardbottle. Sorry, something went wrong.
Uh-oh. Alexa. 1.
That answer is correct. Your score is 3. Question 5. What marked the start of the Third Age? 1. The creation of the 2 trees that gave light and time to the world. 2. The defeat of Sauron by the last alliance of elves and men. 3. The destruction of Beleriand in the War of Wrath. 4. The death of Sauron after the destruction of the One Ring.
Yeah, 2.
That answer is correct. You got 4 out of 5 questions correct. Hey, are you cheating with a Palantir?
Okay. Wasn't too bad. I wish it would have I don't know. I wish it would have auto-scrolled. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
But
I don't think there's a you would have to program that to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, I was trying to do that. So, and I couldn't figure it out, but not saying it's not possible or not possible because I don't know everything, but
yeah. No, it was good though. I mean, it wasn't too bad. It simple, but it was easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought there was a lot more lore there that could have really stumped us.
Yeah, for sure. Or they could have gave a little bit more stumping extra answers or non-answers.
Exactly. Let's move that back. Drop that. Yeah, not bad. I was expecting a little bit harder with all the book stuff that they talked about because the description, I thought it was a good skill, but it's by Michael Hargis, sorry, and it talks about the trivia knowledge ranging from I've watched the movies all the way to like I name my pets after elves, you know. So,
okay.
Yeah, it was good though. I don't know how to tell if it's a blueprint skill or not, but
it should say right at the top.
Okay.
But that seemed like a blueprint skill. If it wasn't a blueprint skill, it was a direct copy of the cookbook.
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
So I know because that's what my trivia skill is.
Gotcha.
Unofficial Marvel
Unofficial.
Or not Marvel trivia. Sorry.
Right. Cool. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. I'm pretty happy with that, especially when we did as well as we did. So, but we'll switch over to some Beaningful Conversation. And this week I came up with accessories for your Alexa devices or voice.
Okay.
So yeah, we talk all the time about the different technology in here and the different devices, but we haven't, except a few times, talked about the side things that you can do with a device or just, like I said, an accessory. So I created a list, Googling different things and looking through the Amazon store, whatnot, just to kind of come up with some ideas here. And the first one is one that I absolutely need. And
wow, this is way different than mine.
Is it? Yeah. So if you get a chance, click it in the chat, and it'll pull up the MyQ Chamberlain Smart Garage Control. And it's cheap. I mean, it's $25, I guess.
That is cheap
for it. I thought that was a really good price, but it's got lights and sensors to it, but it controls your garage door. So for me, my garage is separate from my house, and it's kind of facing a different direction thing. So I would love to have one of these. So, wife, if you're watching, but because there's so many times that I come in the house and I'm like, did I close it? I hung the keys up, but did I close it? And then I have to walk all the way around the side of the house, peek out a window, and see if I closed it. So this is pretty cool to just have the ability to say, close my garage door. That's perfect. Also comes with an app that's built in too, so convenient. There's also scheduling, which is nice. I know for my schedule, I take the kids to school in the morning. So if we just schedule, and we're pretty consistent. So if I would say open it at this time, and it opens, and I don't have to worry about it.
I wonder. Okay.
What's that?
I was thinking of putting together a routine with my garage door.
Okay. You definitely could, bro. Definitely could.
Yeah, I actually have a MyQ garage door opener. Like the whole opener is a MyQ.
Okay.
Not just like this add-on, which I mean, $25. That's the deal.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I was excited that I found that one, because I think I might move forward on some of this, kind of build upon my smart home a little bit. But it's pretty good. I'm happy with that one. I also found a smart thermostat. So I don't have one of these yet, but we've talked about it in my household about getting one.
It's
something. Is it? You have one for sure?
Yeah.
Nice. So
I ever since, I mean, probably 8 plus years, I've always had one. They are so handy. Even just having it on the app is amazing. But now I don't remember setting this up, but mine will give a set or notifications. It will set a notification if, let's say, the furnace filter needs to be replaced.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So I don't remember setting it up, but it is. So we'll get a notification saying, "Hey, replace your furnace filter," on our Alexa devices. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I know for us, we always turn down the heat when we leave and turn it up later, like that kind of thing. So that's convenient, especially if I can set it, if we're out and about and I can say from my car, hey, turn it up, so that way it's good when we get home or what have you. I think that's fantastic. So
also a lot of electrical and gas suppliers will, if not on their websites, they'll do it in the local stores like Home Depot. They'll partner with Home Depot and cut the price of the smart thermostat because it there's positives of energy savings for utilizing them. So take a look at that stuff. You never know.
Pretty cool. Like an incentive to utilize. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When I was in Wisconsin, they sent you a check. In Illinois, they're just discounted right at the store. So
okay. Yeah, good to know. Yeah. Look at us helping people out.
Mm-hmm.
This third one that I need is a microwave that's controlled with your voice. So I was looking through the listing on this, and I was a little confused because it actually has an Alexa button on it that you can press and say,
okay,
like low power 2 minutes or something like that.
Okay.
Or 1.5 ounces. Did popcorn come in ounces? Yeah, 1.5 ounces of popcorn, and it'll know that, okay, I'm going to run for a minute 45 seconds or something like that. So yeah, that is kind of neat. I know I do a lot of cooking in our house. It's kind of safer that way, maybe. So,
easy.
I know I'm going to be in trouble, but so I do a lot of the cooking, right? And so what I'll end up doing is I'll be over here on the stove and, over here on the island that we have. And sometimes I'll just throw like a bag of steamed vegetables in the microwave, and then I'll kind of time it for when I need to get those ready. So to just be like, hey, Alexa, 5 minutes on the, vegetables in the microwave. That's perfect.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I know we talked about I don't know if we talked about it on stream or if it was just a personal conversation we had, but there were stove knobs or something.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was one of our streams early on. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have like a smart kitchen. It's gonna be great because I kind of cheat a little bit with my coffee maker because it's got a timer to it. It's like programmable, so it's not like I can just say. It's not like I can put it on a smart switch or a smart plug and fire it up like that. But I'm gonna have a smart kitchen. That's my goal. So
I wouldn't mind a smart coffee pot, but yeah.
So this next one that I found, this outlet shelf, pretty neat device here. And some of this I feel like maybe we could 3D print, you could come up with a design to 3D print it. But
yeah, for sure.
This one here I really liked because it doesn't cover up the other outlet of your outlet, your plug. It doesn't cover up the plug of the outlet is what I meant to say. It doesn't cover it up, and it looks like it keeps the wiring out of the way, but it works for different generations of echoes, like the dots or the echo itself, because we have the puck versions and we have the sphere versions, and this works for both of those.
This would be nice for also like if you have smart lights. A lot of those come with hubs.
That's right. That's right.
So I actually have 2 different smart lights which have 2 different hubs, and they're like sitting on a table, and that's it. That's the only thing on the table. So this would be great for that kind of thing.
Yeah. I know I have a show device in my kitchen, and it's on like there's an outlet above the countertop there. So this would be great instead of having it just sit on the countertop taking up space to just put it up top there. And I think even with it being up, that angle for the camera would be nice too. That's on there. But I don't want to go into too much Amazon Alexa world, but this works for different smart speakers as well. Like there are images here that it works perfectly with the Google Home devices and the Sonos and the what's the Apple HomePod. So yeah, really good one here. I like this, and I almost feel like you could maybe 3D print your own if you wanted to. I'm sure there's a template out there for it.
Uh-huh.
And then the next one is very similar to this, but it was a little bit different, and I wanted to bring it up. So I'm looking at it here. Catch up to me here. This one kind of hung down, and it's only for the Echo Dot 4th gen, which is mostly what I have in my house.
Okay.
But this one I felt like could easily be 3D printed. It's a very simple design, but it covers up only one of the outlets again, or one of the plugs, and it completely hides the cord. But the colors that it have also match the colors of your device, whether it's the black or white, gray color. But this one looked very clean. And if I kind of zoom in a little bit, it runs the wiring up behind this little plate. So everything's completely hidden. And I really like that because I've got wiring and cables everywhere for my stuff. So the next one, and do you have any of these, Will? You don't have any? None of this? Okay. Do you have any pets? I guess that's my next question.
I do.
Okay.
Do you?
I do.
You have a dog, right?
We have a dog. We have a silver lab named Cole. And while he is a great dog, he is a mischievous dog sometimes. He's still puppy. So I'm going to pull this one up here. I looked through this, and I've seen these before, but I didn't really see them with voice built in. I've seen ones that have like the camera to it and an app, and you push it and whatever. It might dispense a treat, things like that. But this one actually has Alexa built into it. It's got HD video, so you can kind of keep an eye on things. 160-degree full room view. It has audio, night vision. So it's a kind of nice little pet monitor. And it can, so you can, it has a speaker to it, right? So you could play music to your dog if you wanted to, I guess. I don't know if that's a thing, but you could.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, like soothing, Alexa, play soothing dog music, or whatever. So, but you can talk to your dog. So if I was away or whatever, I could talk to him and whatnot. I could dispense a treat that way. Super simple to set up according to the instructions, and it has motion alerts. Same thing. So it's kind of like a security cam, pet monitoring, treat dispensing thing. I mean, if a burglar comes into my house, it's going to let me know, and then I can give him a treat. This is wonderful for everything. But two-way audio. So if the dog is barking or what have you, you can listen in, hear it. I like this. I thought it was a little expensive for this model. It was like, this is just my opinion, but I thought it was a little expensive at $250. But there are features in here that, I mean, you get a 1080p HD video camera. That right there is nice, but I also have a $15 Blink camera that is that has all the things. Treat dispensing seems to be the one little perk to this, but expensive. But I suppose if your use case is for this and you're working on your smart home, this could be an asset. So, and then the last thing that I want to talk about, I want to get into this a little bit, is there are people out there on Etsy and these other help me out here, Will. What is Etsy exactly? Like a push your own store?
Yeah, it's your own personal store. Yep.
Yeah.
Which I mean, people do that on Amazon as well, but this is more geared towards the makers, the people that make art and things that other people want.
Right. That's what I was getting at. Is the create your own type of thing. Like, this is your own brand. This is your own style thing. And if you type in Alexa accessories on Etsy, it is cool. there are a lot of things out there that
Yeah.
that are for this. People have come and created personalized stands for these. So I'm sure everybody's seen like the baby Yoda, or maybe they're
Right.
regular Yoda holders, but there are some customized ones that they've come up with. There's an arc
I saw a ring, one ring to rule
Yes.
them all.
Yep, that's right. It's like a little, if we're talking about the same thing, it's like a case thing that goes around it.
Yep.
There are, like I was saying, there's like some Star Trek ones. There's some different types of holders that they have that go underneath your counter. So you'd have to drill into your countertop, and then it would just kind of hold it there. But they're very clean looking, very, very nice. There's some R2-D2 stuff, Star Wars. They just have some really nice things here on Etsy. You're supporting, your local, small, not big business. Do you know what I mean? So that's always a nice little
Exactly.
touch.
Exactly.
There's an Avengers Tower Echo Dot holder.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, there's a lot of things here that people have come up with.
I did see
creative.
the Starfleet badge. I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Atlas, the mythological figure who's holding up the Earth?
Oh, yep.
There's one, and it's a stand for your Echo Dot, and like the sphere, and he's like holding it up. So it's pretty neat. People are so creative, But there's all kinds of accessories out here for your devices. So I definitely recommend checking these out. They're very good. Pretty cool. But that's what I had for just kind of running through some accessories. If anybody has a favorite accessory that they use on a daily basis, let us know. I know I'm always on the lookout for more stuff to add to the smart home. So, or just
for sure,
cable management, these little accessories that kind of make things cleaner and more organized is always a good thing too. So pretty neat. But I have done a lot of rambling and talking, and I could go for some lemonade. And so the next skill, that was a terrible segue, but we're going to get into a bean taste test. And this is a skill called lemonade stand. And I've been playing this for a while, kind of make it part of my routine when I can. But it's super simple to play, easy just to get the hang of. But I'm going to fire up this again. There's no real visuals to it.
Okay.
So I'll just kind of, we'll keep it simple here.
Sounds good.
And because I've been playing, let me see here. Alexa, open lemonade stand.
Handing off to Lemonade Stand by Mark Einhorn.
Can you hear it okay? Perfect.
Welcome back to Lemonade Stand. You're unranked. You need to sell 2,628 more cups to become a top 1,000 ranked player.
So you have some ambient noise here.
It's your 16th day in the lemonade business. The weather is hot and mostly cloudy. There is a fair possibility it will be somewhat cloudy and warm later. Your cost for lemonade is 15 cents a cup. You have $54.80. How many cups are you going to make?
10.
You have $53.30 left. A sign costs you 50 cents. How many signs do you want to purchase?
6.
You have $50.30 left. For a single cup of lemonade, what's your price?
75 cents.
The weather is still hot and mostly cloudy. Customers purchase 10 cups of lemonade at 75 cents per cup. After the cost of lemonade and signs, you made $3. Nice job. You have a total of $57.80. Bravo! You earned the Sour Slayer badge for selling 100 cups of lemonade. In the Alexa app, to see all your badges, say, badges.
Perfect.
Time for a new day and more moolah.
So then it keeps going through your next day and whatever. Hold on one sec. Alexa, quit.
Sorry, I'm afraid I didn't follow you. Please try again. Each cup of lemonade costs 15 cents.
There we go. Problem solved. So I really like this skill and the fact that it's never, I mean, other than quitting or exiting, I don't remember what probably exit, but it's super simple to play.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you a lot of variables in the weather patterns. So,
Nice.
you know, some days will be cooler, some days will be hotter with some rain, or might rain in the afternoon versus the morning, but you're open all day. So it's neat because it's quick little things, and I'm trying to do some quick mental math and like, okay, it's going to be hot, so how many cups do I really want and whatnot. So
Nice.
I actually restarted this, but I was actually doing pretty good. I was like a tycoon. And so you can't actually lose though, which is nice because if you fall under $2, it'll give you 5.
Oh, okay.
So you're always good. But
yeah, and it is a kid's geared to a kid's skill, correct?
Yeah,
I remember right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that it has, you know, the ability to be a kid can play it.
Yes.
So that's why I'm guessing they do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't want to break the little kids' hearts.
Right. Or the big kids. But it's a very good skill. I enjoy it. Try and make it part of my routine every once in a while. So Kevin caught selling hard lemonade. Yeah. That's where I made all the money from. I've got 2 lemonade stands. But you sell signs, you know, and that attracts people and how much you're going to make and your profits and stuff like that. It's a neat little skill. The quality's good. It's got some ambient stuff and some background music and badges and all that.
Cool.
So, yeah, pretty neat. But that's all I had for a bean taste test. Did you want to get into your bean of the week?
Alrighty. 1 second. So, my bean of the week is actually a tweet from Alexa developers, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, Alexa developers.
Mark
Quit.
Miller, Mark Shuttleworth,
Alexa.
Lee Daniel Crocker, Martin Fowler,
No,
Taylor,
Alexa.
and others.
Quit. And it's about quit. Excuse me. All right. The Black Founders build, which is they're partnering with Alexa with this program, closes this Sunday. So that's why I wanted to get it out to everyone. But you can win up to $100,000 on an investment from the Alexa fund, which is pretty great. Wow. Which is pretty amazing for these startups to get and whatnot. The whole how to apply is pretty simple. You apply for the program, first step, and then you kind of fill out a interview. Oh no, sorry, I'm reading too far. Then you submit a survey, and that you will receive, including a brief proposal of the skill or AVS integration. And I didn't know what AVS stood for, but it's a voice service.
Okay.
Yes, a voice service. So you could integrate it into more than just the like a skill uses in devices, but you could integrate it into other things. It's what I got from it. I'm not all knowing on AVS, but
so
it's pretty easy, it seems like, and I mean, give it a shot.
Yeah, absolutely. So were you able to tell that $100,000, is that broken into specific or a certain amount of dispersals, or is in the fact that like there's a bucket of $100,000 and
So
10,000 could go to me, you like, or well,
no, it is 10 Black founded startups in North America. So sorry, Europe friends or any other friends around the world. It is only North America.
Okay.
So Canada friends, hey,
there you go.
Or Mexico friends. That is North America, right?
Yeah. So
geology, horrible class for me.
So each one of those is eligible for 100,000.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I got from it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quote me.
Gotcha.
Don't yell at me. Don't at me.
Yeah, we record this, Will. This is happening.
I know, it's live. It's great. So, but no,
that's cool.
Still, give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
I actually shared with a coworker of ours today
perfect.
about it. So,
yeah. I in a past life I used to write grant proposals. Mm-hmm. So for working with kids, I did a bunch of that, and there was so much money that's out there for that type of thing, but you had to create a proposal and how it was going to impact, and what your long-term plans and stuff were, and it was worth it to just put in a little time now to write that up.
Yep.
I mean, there's money out there for that kind of thing. So this is just another avenue, and this is fantastic for this. So yeah, I'll be curious to keep that up. See, I'm sure they announce the awardees, so I'll have to keep an eye on that and see how that.
I'm sure they're gonna announce it. I don't know when though.
Cool. So I actually have a bean of the week, and it is something I've been working on. So behind the scenes, I've been getting myself into a little bit of cybersecurity. So I want to get some certifications. I want to just learn more about it. There's, red team, blue team, purple team, offensive, defensive, that type of thing. And Try Hack Me it's a service. There are free rooms on it, and there are also paid rooms. So I pay for the subscription, and it's $10 a month, but you get so there's a learning pathway you can take, and there's just challenges that you can do, and you get a virtual machine. So you get you kind of remote into a Linux box, and you can do the walkthroughs and just attack it. You can hack it, break into it, change things around, find little clues that people leave in it and stuff. It's almost like they gamify it. So that's a great way for me to learn. It keeps my interest, it keeps that challenge there. But there's a few of them out there. There's Try Hack Me. That's the one that I enjoy. There's Hack the Box, I think, is another one. There's different capture the flag games out there. But this is neat. This is an interest that I didn't realize that I had, but now that I keep getting more and more into it, I'm finding how much I really enjoy it. So something I want to keep going with. But they have a free, I guess rooms is what we call them on Try Hack Me, that get you the basics, kind of get you into it, and you can learn quite a bit from it. It's neat. It wouldn't be I think it's important to say that it wouldn't be your only learning tool, but it's a good supplement to it. So you can do network scans on this box, see what ports are open, and kind of move forward using these different tools that they teach you to just do these different types of penetration tests. And it's not even all about that. There's, once you find a bug or a vulnerability, there's this whole write-up process that gets done in the industry. And so it walks you through, this is a good way to document this. This is the way that you should write down this so that the client, you know, knows how they can fix it or whatever. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. So this is taking up some of my free time. So, but not too bad.
Well,
but with that, that's all I had. You know, I appreciate everybody catching us on the stream, and you know, if you want to leave a comment even after on YouTube and things, we definitely read every one of them. Reach out to us on Twitter. I'm KJ Evans 2787. Will, you're at
I'm WRONGHOLT or Wrong Holt.
Wrong Holt. Cool. So with that, we'll probably call it, save your voice a little bit, and
I appreciate it.
Yeah, but like
Thanks,
I said,
everyone.
Yep. If you have any accessories that you have for your devices or any cool little tech, you know, shoot them our way. We'll definitely take a look at them. So,
yeah, please do.
Yep. Take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.